So first of all, there will be a few settings, so that you don't need anything to take care of that, because while you are going to enter any kind of project, all the settings in the Jira will be managed by your lead or someone. So you don't have to bother any of that things. So as this is our new account, we need to configure some of the things. So first one is columns and statuses. So columns and statuses, you have seen like what are the to do issues are there. So that to do issues will be navigated from to do to in progress. So from that in progress, it can be put to done. So if we want anything other than this to do in progress and done, so that we can add there. Likewise, so I'm adding something like so first of all, it comes to do, then the developer will keep it in progress, then he will move to testing. So after QA testing, there will be there will be done already there. So after in progress, there will be QA testing, then it will be done. Fine. So before that, we will go to workflow. So there is a workflow. Issue types.
So, unable to see your screen.
No, unable to see. Okay. Okay. Now you are able to see.
Yes.
Both, right?
Yes.
Yeah, unable.
Fine. So this is the workflow. So workflow in the sense, so whatever the things they are going, they will have some procedure. Like, so whenever some kind of issue is in the to-do state, in the workflow, we will mention that after to-do, it should be in the in progress, or else it should be in the rejected, or else it should be in the duplicated, likewise. So whatever the settings are there, that settings will be edited in the workflow. So these workflow things are completely done by your leads or your managers or someone. So you can update this workflow, like whatever the statuses are there, you can update the status. So for example, currently these are the status currently we had to do in progress and done. So after to do, I'm connecting that to in progress. So this is a transition. So transition is happening between from the to do to in progress. So then the process is started. So then the process is started. That transition we are named as started. So after that, I'm just creating a new one as so add. So it was added as a QA testing. So when the developer was put in the progress, once he was done with that, he will move that to QA testing. So that transition name is development done. Great. So yeah. So first of all, it is started here and we created here. After created, the status is in the to do. So to do from to do, the developer will change to in progress. That means he has started the work. So once he was done with the work, once he was started the work, it will be in the in progress state. Once he was done with that work, he will move it to QA testing. QA testing means the development is done from his side. So once the QA testing is done, that requirement will be closed. So that after the QA testing is done, then the requirement will be set to done. Done means QA also done with that update or that functionality. So this is the process. Okay, so I'm clicking on update workflow. So that process is applicable for the bug, epic, story, subtask, and task. Save. So it was saved. So I have updated the workflow. Now you can see bug, story, tasks. So when you want to create a bug, so when I created, so when I click on that create, so this is the project and this is the type. So we have some kind of issue types like story, task, epic, and a bug. So when I choose a bug, there will be some of the fields like summary, description, assignee, labels, print, story point, estimation, reporter, blocks. These all the points. So as per the project, whatever the fields we are using to create, that fields can be modified here. Okay, so I'm canceling this. So here, so when I choose a bug, so this is the summary description. So what I want in the description, so this is see, likewise. So if I want some other new things in the sense, so I want a new paragraph, I'm just keep it in here, and I'm just giving it a name. I will just keep it in here, and that field name is new field. And so, so I just gave it as a new field, and I click down, let it be. So there will be a new field also. So if I want something other than this, like numbers, short text, paragraph, date, labels, so that kind of new fields I can add here. So when I click on the create, so summary, description, you can see, right? So after that, when I saved it, you can see the new field also when it was a bug. Likewise, you can modify these fields using this edit workflow page. Okay, so these are the things I had, and these are some of the extra fields, like, so what is the priority? So I'm also keeping the priority here. So in that priority, I have a value, like these are the these are the values by default. So I can select that highest priority, medium priority, low priority, or lowest priority, likewise. So that I added that priority, and I want to add this environment also. I also added the environment. So when I click on the environment, I can type here what is the environment it is. So I'm clicking on save changes. So bug updated. So the changes were saved. So when I click on create, and when I select on a bug, so when I select on a bug, so you can see like this is a summary description, and after that you can see an environment. It's a new one which I saved before, and this is a new field. You can see new field. Okay, and the priority, you can see the drop down, high, low, lowest. So these fields are modified from this edit workflow page, from the project settings. So I want to change for a story, I want to change for a task or a subtask. Likewise, I can change every create form. So what type of that issue types, for every issue type, so I can change the form. So, and it can be independent for every type, and I can add a new issue type also. So I'm adding a new issue type, like enter the issue type name. So I'm typing it as dev subtask. So change the icon. So some of the default icons they will provide, so you can upload it, or else you can choose from among of this. So I'm just choosing, it's a subtask, so it will, I'm choosing this one. So create. So there was a new one like dev subtask. So on clicking dev subtask, I can modify these fields. So whatever I needed, whatever I don't need, I can modify the total form. Okay. So once this was done, I will be back to project. So here you can see there is QA testing and done. So that QA testing is added just now. So to do, in progress, QA testing and done. Okay. So these are the statuses. This is how we just basic configuration of Jira. So this will be done by the leads, so you don't need to worry of anything. So once this is done, so what happens daily? So you have an SRS document, right? So depending upon that document, whatever the requirements are there, they will create an epics for the requirements. So for example, This is the SRN document, and we have these are all the modules. So what I'm doing is, so every module, so I'm creating an epic for every module. So when I click on create, I just want to create an epic. So what this epic is, so the epic has a summary. So when I go to the requirement doc, I have these are all the modules. So I will click for the new customer, edit, delete customer, new customer, edit customer, and then delete customer. So I'll go for the, so whatever the details description, I can fill here what that new customer model is. So this, this, so whatever the description, this has some kind of fields, customer ID. So everything, use customer ID. Everything that needed, they will upload this in the description. And who will be the assignee? Assignee will be the product owner. So whoever was responsible for this total module implementation, the assignee will not be an developer or will not be a tester for an epic. The assignee will be some kind of product owner who are going to review that product, who are going to show that product or product to the client. So the assignee will be the product owner. And else labels. So labels, I'm just creating a new customer. So when I search for the new customer, I can find this out. Likewise, new customer. There should not be any spaces. New customer. Fine. So, so this is the epic. So I have created an epic. So this is the description, and if anything I wanted, so I can create that. So in this epic, what we gonna do? So whatever the functionality related to new customer, everything will be written in the description form, and whatever everything will be written. So you have an option like add a child issue or else link an issue. So when you click on add a child issue, so I will create an issue like it is a development subtask, so that in that new customer, developer has to do some kind of tasks. So these we call it as child issues. Okay. So whatever the tasks related to that new customer model, everything will be inside of this epic only. Okay. So what are the dev tasks here? So when you see the development, when you see the document for a new customer, a manager can add a new customer, a manager can edit details like address, email, telephone, likewise. So I can just write some kind of functionalities to like create ID. And next there's step task. So once the UI design is done for that, so the developer will do the UI design. And next, create new customer web page. So the developer will do the web page. And next, so here, test case creation. The test case creation. So test case creation, I was mentioning is a dev subtask, but we don't have some status issue type like QA subtask. So if we have if you have an option like QA subtask, same like dev task, you can assign that to the QA thing. So test case creation, test case execution, and next test case review, and next so acceptance. So in this epic, so in this new customer epic, these are the tasks that need to be done. So when I go to SB3, so you can see the SB2 here. So this every task has created an ID here. So I'm going to the SB3 now. So once I went to SB3, so it will be related to the create UI design. So about that, the description, and so this is the create UI description and whatever others. So if you have some kind of attachments like UI screenshots, that will be added here, and this issue will be assigned to the UI developer. So whatever, who is the UI developer, for example it's Bhavi Sai Kumar, so we are assigning to the UI developer. So he is gonna take care of this task, okay, and he gonna update of this. So to do, so in progress means, so started to in progress means started, so in progress, and QA testing. So once that in progress is done, it will be moved to QA testing. So once it moved to the QA testing, it will be assigned to the QA person again, and once QA person is done, so he'll keep it as a done. Likewise, so these are all the specific, only specific for the UI design. So whenever this epic was created and take into the sprint, so like this new customer, for every module we have all these tasks to create a UI design, to implementation. So you can say like create new customer, coding part. So whatever the developer tried to do that, so he will be do that. He's going to do that. So on test case creation. So likewise, like new customer, so we have an epic for every module. So for every module, there will be the tasks. Okay. So likewise, the Jira will be, this SRS document will be totally uploaded to the Jira. So whenever you are in agile model, they don't use this kind of documents. They use this Jira. So you understood now. So instead of using this document, they use the complete Jira. Whatever the data they entered here, so the description, they will be entered in the Jira, and whatever the requirements they entered, so they will enter into the Jira. Everything they enter in the document, they will enter into the Jira. So all the details you can get from the Jira. Okay. So for example, if this will be showing you, for example, I keep as a done. See, you can see the status. So if all the 8 tasks are done, so then it will be filled up, and then it was ready to close the total epic. So the total epic is done completely. The implementation of the epic is done. The QA testing of epic is totally done. So likewise, the status will also be there. So see, it's in the QA testing. So one of the thing is done totally, one of the thing is in the QA testing, and if I click in progress, it will, the blue bar will rise again. So it's some of the things. So these are all the started. This is the part is not started yet. So you can click on it. 1 of 6 issues is done, 2 of 6 issues are in progress, 3 of 6 issues are in to do. So the status can be visible here. So this is the part how they create an epic and how they create a subtask. So these are all the subtasks. Okay. So for example, the epic is created, and if I want to create some kind of bug, so the bug is related to the new customer. For example, in the new customer, the name field is not accepting alphabets. So I will open a new one here. I will just raise it as a bug, and that bug is name field is not accepting alphabets. I'm just going to create it, and I'm going to assign to someone. So whoever it was related to, for example, Aditya, I can see. So Aditya, this issue was assigned to Aditya. So this is a priority medium. So this is a bug here. You can see the red icon there. So whatever the bugs related to the new customer will be created here. So totally new customer related things will be in the single page. Okay, so it will be very easy to track for a product owner as well as whoever the handling the Jira, and also the development team and the QA team. It will be easy to handle what are the tasks are there, what needs to be done, and what are already done. Okay, so this is the epic creation, and this is the stories creation, and the task stories tasks, and the bug creation. So it will be done like this. Okay, any doubts till now? You got any doubts, guys?
No doubts.
Okay. So in the backlog. Now, as I said, in the agile model, they are going to create the sprints. Okay. So a sprint will be lasted for, so this is the sprint one. There is a nothing in here. So I'm just clicking as delete sprint. So I'm going to upload it. So these are the issues that are there in the backlog means so the issues or some kind of issues are created and not shown into the sprint. And this is the epic. You can see the new customer, this is the epic name. So these are all related to this epic. So I'm just gonna create a new epic ones, new customer. Epic is what are the modules we had. So meanwhile stated mini statement is an epic here, and this is the description. So description, whatever the mini statement related things, I'm just mentioning as a description and assigned to me, and I'm just clicking on create. So it was created, and in that you can see like SB10. So whenever I click on this link, you can have a new link like SB4, SB5, SB. I can just directly click on that SB10. It will redirect to that SB10 issue. So SB10 is like it's an epic. SB10 is an epic, so related to the mini statement. So in that, so I'm gonna add a child issues. So this is a story. So what that story is, create UI design. Okay, create. And also I just want to create APIs also, create API. So, and the next task is implementation. This is the coding part over here. And once it's done, the tester should have a task. So for example, this is a task and test case creation. And next is execution. And next, so I will show you all these things. So these are the things. So when I go to the backlog, so I will have all the details of this new customer and mini statement and all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just creating a sprint here. So today is the sprint planning day. So in a call, we will create a sprint. So whenever the sprint is created, this is a sprint. So I'm editing the dates. So the sprint is starting on which dates and ending on which dates. So this the sprint name is first sprint, and I can give, they will give like week 15. So whatever the week of that 2022 year, they will give like, so as per the dates, every year has 54 or 53 weeks, 53 weeks. So they will continue like this, sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 54, sprint 50, like that. So duration is custom duration, and it will be 2 weeks. It's not a custom duration. And the start date. So I have to just select the start date. I'm selecting the start date as tomorrow on the sprint goal. So no need. So update. This is the sprint starting from 15 to 20. So in this sprint, so what I want to be done. So whatever the new customer related things that needs to be done. So this bug needs to be done in this new sprint, and this thing. So whatever the new customer related things, I just want to move to that sprint. I just move from the backlog to that sprint. So in the backlogs, we have mini statement, and in the first sprint, we have new customer module. So that new customer module needs to be done in this date from the 18th April to 2nd May. Okay. So once the 18th April started, everyone who is assigned, so everyone is assigned to some kind of tasks. So first of all, development will start UI design. Okay, and the tester will start test case creation. Once the UI design is done, it will be navigated to the coding part. So the developers will do the coding. So once the coding is done, it will be navigated to the tester. When it comes to the tester, the test case will be done automatically. The test case creation will be done because before the implementation, tester will do the test case creation. So then he got the code, so it will be in the QA testing. This thing will be done from the development side. So the developer has done this one. Okay, and the tester will do the execution part. Whenever he is doing the test case execution, so he will put it as an in progress. So he is doing the test case execution. So there was a bug. This is a bug. So the bug will be assigned to someone, and that developer will move that to in progress. So the execution will be in progress and bug will be in progress. So once the bug is done, it will be in the QA testing. So the QA people will take that bug, whatever it is in the QA testing, and he will change the assignee to the tester. So the assignee, the tester will be him. For example, the tester will be the him. So likewise, these all things will be done. After everything is done, acceptance. Acceptance means we are showing this product, showing this implementation, like everything is fine. So the product owner, so we will have a call with the product owner and will explain all the things from the website. This was done, this was done, this was done, this was done. Likewise, we will show every task as was done. Once he was satisfied with that one, he will create as done. Once the acceptance is done, the total story, total epic will be done. Okay, whatever the story or whatever the epic, so that will be done. Okay, so I'm just clicking on start sprint. Start. So the sprint is started one day before. So the sprint has been started. So the issues are like this. So because I kept all done, so it is in the done. So it will be like this. So randomly, like this, there are two issues. There are two issues in the to do. There are two issues in progress. There are two issues in the QA testing. So once this is done, they will move to done. So likewise, there will be a board. So in this board, they will get to know that what are the things are there, what are the things are in progress. So in this sprint, okay, so 10 days remaining means the sprint phase for 2 weeks. 2 weeks we have 10 working days without Saturday and Sunday. A week, 5 days for every week. There will be likewise. So you understood how this process flows, how the data will be updated to Jira. You have any issues still here?
Only the update is in Jira, the process one.
Yeah, yes, the updates are in Jira.
Okay.
So
Remaining process.
remaining process in the sense.
Test case creation.
Yeah. So test case creation, I'm just writing as test case creation here. So the work, this is the update.
Okay.
So when I'm going to start the test case creation, I will just create here started. So after started, so it is a secondary part where I'm writing test case. It's a second part. So we may write in Jira, depends upon the project. We may write in Excel sheet, or else the project has some kind of test case creation tools. So if you see, like there will be a tool like test trail. Okay, test trail is a test case management tool. Okay, so in this test trail, it will show like, so it will, we can create the test cases like this. So it will show them how many test cases are passed, how many test cases are failed, likewise. So depends upon the project, we will write the test case. So some projects, they will write the test case in Excel sheet, like we do, we just generally did. And some test case we will write that some test case will be written in the test trail, likewise. Okay, the test case creation is different from the Jira.
Okay.
So if they want to write the test case in Jira only, so they have to add a plugin to the Jira. Okay, that will be like Zephyr. So Defer for Jira. This is a test case management tool. So that will be attached to the Jira. So it has some kind of plans and pricing. So we have to pay for that. Or else if the project is using some test case management tools, any kind of tools, that will be linked to Jira. Okay. So when I go to this story, for example, this epic, there will be something. If you are linked, like there will be something like test case management tool. There will be a link On clicking on the link, you will navigate to that all the test cases there. Okay. So you understood this process. When it comes to the bug will be created in here only, like an issue, like this. So I will create a bug like this only. So there will be no Excel sheet used, no tools used. Jira is a bug management tool. So Jira itself is a tool for the bugs. So you will not write anything on the Excel sheets or anything. So we will just create a bug here directly. So bug is related to something, and there was a description on something. So what are the fields we are using? That will be typed here, and they will create a bug here. Okay. So any issues still now? Any doubts?
Bug was created in Jira, but after once the bug was resolved, can you check in the Jira only, or we have to check in Excel sheet? Means we have to check manually.
Bugs was not related to Excel sheets anywhere. So when you created this bug will be in the to-do state.
Okay.
Okay. So you will assign that bug to the developer. Okay. This is the bug, right? You can see the bug. Okay.
Yes.
That developer, whenever he sees the bug, he will not start today. He will start tomorrow. Whenever he is starting, he will change that status to in progress. Okay. Now today, the next day, the bug is in the progress. He was fixing the bug. So once that bug is fixed, what he will do? He will just shift the bugs to QA testing, because the bug is fixed now. So he will move that bug to QA testing, and the assignee is a developer here. He will change the assignee to the QA person. So whoever it's gonna test. Okay. So Saikumar gonna test. So he will assign the bug to him. Okay. Now the bug is in the tester. Okay. It's in the QA test. So once the testing part is done, the tester will close the bug if it is fixed. If it is not fixed, he will again assign to the same developer, and he will keep it in the to-do. Okay. So he will assign to the same developer again. Okay. So it will be in the to-do, and again he has to check. So the bug, everything update will be closed in here only. We don't use Excel sheets for the bug. Okay, because Jira itself is a bug management tool, but Jira it's not a test case management tool. We have to install some kind of plugin and connect to Jira. Okay. So once this everything is done, if you have a time again, for example, these all tasks are done before 10 days, and you have a 2 days of empty time. So when you have empty time, you go to the backlog and you will choose another task. So you want to create a UI design for the next task. So this UI designer is free for 2 days. What he will do, he will just move the task to the sprint. See, sprint scope will be affected. Yes, no problem. So the mini statement is in the sprint 1 only. He was going to finish this UI design for the sprint 1 only. Okay. So if you got time, the issues will be converted from the backlog to the sprints. Okay. So, the sprint is done. So the 10 days are completed, but this field name is not, this is not done yet. So the time has not consisted. So the bandwidth of the developers are not there to fix this issue. What happens? So this issue, once the sprint is done, this will be go to the backlog again. Okay. This will be go to backlog again. So because that sprint is completed, but that issue was not fixed yet, not checked in that sprint. So whenever they create a sprint 2, they will upload this to the sprint 2. It will be forwarded to the sprint 2. In the second sprint, they will take this up. So it depends upon the priorities. They will take the issues, they will take the tasks or stories from the backlog to the sprint. Okay. Likewise, the sprint will get started. So in that sprint, all the tasks will be carried out in this 2 weeks of time. And once the 2 weeks are done, they will have a meeting again. And in that meeting, they will, if something is not done, they will shift that to the next sprint. If everything is done, that's completely fine. Okay. So you have any doubts here? Okay. So this is in the agile model. how the process goes on. So once the 2 weeks are done, they'll create a new sprint, they'll create a new requirements, and that will be done. Likewise, so how many modules we had? We had an approx of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 modules. So 13 modules will be completed in 8 or 9 sprints. So after 8th or 9th sprints, you can see the whole product. Understood?
Okay.
Means
So,
total modules are completed, then it will be released to development.
yeah, yes. No. All the 13 modules will be completed in 8 sprints.
Okay.
Means this new customer may be large and take the whole sprint. But when you go to log out or
Okay.
something, that will not take the whole sprint. It's just a button. Okay, it can be covered in some sprint. Likewise, so every module will not take 2 weeks of time. Okay, some modules may be completed before only. Okay, so these 2 modules can be covered in 2 weeks. This will be in the same sprint. If these are minor modules, this will be covered in a single sprint. Okay, so we can't estimate that. We can't estimate that every module should specifically should complete in every sprint only. So depends upon that sprint timings. We will take the task for 2 weeks, complete 2 weeks. Okay. So in the agile model, they won't use SRS document. So they will upload the data like here, like this. So every day morning, they will have a call. So like, what are you going to do today? That is a sprint call. Okay, every 15 minutes, there's a scrum call. It's a daily call. Every morning you will have what you're going to do today, what you have done yesterday. And next tomorrow we have a same call. You're going to say like, yesterday I have done this, today I'm going to do this. Every day you're going to tell this. And every day there will be status updates. Okay, day-to-day updates. In this manner, the project will goes on in the agile process. This is how they use the Jira software. Okay.
Okay.
So I have mailed you the links also. You can just sign up to Jira with that link. You can see this data all there. You can create the epics. You can create, or else you can just have a explore this Jira software. This is our testing software, so no need to worry of something will happen. There is nothing to do.
Okay.
You can just explore it. You can create epics. You can create backlogs. You can create board. You can just move that. You can edit the workflows. You will get to know how the Jira works.
Okay.
Okay, and I hope everyone is there. So if you don't have any invite, you don't have any mail about the Jira, you just ping me. Okay, so whenever you got a mail, you just click on that mail.
Okay.
You just click on sign up with the mail you shared to me. You just sign up with that
Okay.
mail, and then your account will be created. In that account there will be this all data will be there, because I already added you to the project. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay then. So if you have any questions,
Yeah, okay.
me when you are exploring the Jira.
Okay, definitely.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.